Well, Australia has officially banned 3 of the most harmful forever chemicals. The significant change, which begins today, aims to phase out industrial chemicals commonly found in non-stick cookware, plastic Tupperware and waterproof fabrics. While old products can still be sold, new ones must rely on safer alternatives. Experts warn without stronger oversight of imported goods, residues may pose a long-term risk. For more, we're joined by Professor Stuart Khan, water quality expert from Sydney University. Good morning to you. So the idea is to phase out these forever chemicals. First of all, why? What's PFAS done to us?
So one of the things that we've found out about PFAS, they're chemicals that don't occur naturally, so they're all made in a factory, and we've been using them since about the 1940s. But one of the things that we've discovered is that they don't break down in the environment, hence the term forever chemicals. They hang around for decades or even longer, potentially centuries, and there are increasing concerns about what some of the environmental impacts of those chemicals might be. So effects on fish and effects on birds, they sometimes disrupt, or there are concerns around disrupting hormonal systems or reproduction, and this is why the Commonwealth Government and the states are moving to ban these chemicals today.
What about the impact on us?
There is also concern about human health impacts. There's a lot of uncertainty around what we really know and what's not quite clear, but there is increasing evidence that these chemicals can impact thyroid, liver function. There are concerns around cancer for some of these chemicals. There's enough to be concerned about that we really do want to start paying much more attention to regulating.
So they're banning it. Okay, so they're banning them now, but it sounds like we've all got stuff in our houses. What do we do, and do we throw stuff out?
We don't need to throw things out. A lot of people are quite concerned about these chemicals and have been avoiding trying to use some of the most obvious consumer products, so things like non-stick frying pans. People are looking at the label now and looking for those that are particularly advertised as PFAS-free. But they're in so many different chemicals. They're in so many different substances, shampoos, they're in a lot of food packaging, and generally it's not labelled. So generally you don't actually know whether you're bringing PFAS into your house in a wide variety of different products.
So as a professor, what would you recommend we do? Because it's banned from now on, but what do you recommend we do to avoid some of these that may already be in our homes?
I think the only realistic approach is what we're actually doing today, which is to try and avoid import and manufacture of products that contain them. It's too difficult, too complicated, and too many diverse sources to try to leave it to the consumer to have to respond to this problem themselves. So these chemicals, these products will be phased out, and over time there won't be as many products coming into the house that contain the 3 chemicals that are the target today.
Do you think the ban goes far enough?
That's a good question. So a lot of PFAS is actually in residues, in things that it contaminates so many different products. So we don't know that we're not bringing in contaminated products, things that the PFAS might not have been intentionally added to, but is there because of the raw materials and the supply chain that was used to manufacture those products. The only way that we can manage that is to have proper residue monitoring at the border. So looking at things that are being imported into Australia and testing them for the presence of PFAS. That's not part of the current requirement. It's primarily about importers and manufacturers making sure that they do the right thing and audit their supply chain so that they don't intentionally bring in these chemicals.
Okay, we will be doing a lot more on this and how it's monitored. Thank you very much for your time.